Hello, Taurus. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot. Yes. And these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Already loving your energy. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a look into your year 2024, what you can expect. I prepared a little video for you that you can watch. I also time-stamped it for those of you that have already watched it. I highly recommend not necessarily going by your sign, although obviously you can, but your energies might change during the year and then another reading may apply for you. So I put it in a nice playlist so you can come back during the year and have a look at it. Yeah, and there's also a little surprise that it's also time-stamped if you want to click to that and then go ahead and watch your reading. I'll see you after this. Hello and welcome to your yearly reading of 2024. What you can expect over on YouTube in your reading is we're going to have a look at the blessings, the lessons, and the overall energy that you can expect in 2024. Over on Patreon in your extended, we will be looking at love/partnership. That very much includes self-love, the relationship you have with other people. That's what I mean, so love in the wider sense. And then we're going to have a look at career, which means purpose, mission. All of that is in there, what you need to know for 2024, either if you're just starting out on your path or would like to have a closer look in terms of what is your mission. There may be topics popping up here and there. It's been interesting so far from what I've had the ability to look into for you guys for 2024. And we're also going to have a look into what would be advisable to focus on for you in 2024. I hope you like this format. I'm really looking forward to doing all those readings for you. I also have a special announcement because I thought, why not offer you guys something very, very special for from now on till the end of December, till the end of January, which is a yearly overview reading over 2024, where we'll be looking specifically into each month of the year. So it's quite extensive. You can expect anywhere from 1 hour to 1.5 hours, I reckon. And of course, we're going to have a look at the blessings, lessons, etc. Everything that you already heard here. We're going to look at that very detailed, channeled messages for you so you can make the most of 2024 and are well prepared for this year ahead. If you would like one, you can book it. It's 180 US dollars, and you can reach out at universalpowertarot@gmail.com. And here it is. There's your surprise, my friends, because you can also win one of those, which is very cool. I'm so excited to give one of those beautiful readings away to one of you guys. All you have to do is subscribe, like the video that you're watching, and say that you did that in the comments and that you would like to win the yearly reading. So that's how this works. It's as easy as that, and you're in the draw. And somewhere between now and mid-December, we'll be drawing from the people that have entered this draw, and Spirit's going to let me know who won. So best of luck to you guys. And now let's hop into your yearly reading. Hello, hello, welcome back. I hope you heard everything that was necessary to hear for you. And we're hopping straight in to look at your overall energy, like was already announced, and also the blessings you can expect throughout 2024, and also some lessons. And this is really good to know because then you know how to work with it. Let me just adjust this a little bit. I think that's better because then you can a little bit see the cards here too. I hope that's okay. All right. What I was also getting for you is voice. You know, sometimes how when the higher self or soul come through, actually it's not. Here we go. Here we go. That's perfect. Thank you. So when the soul or the higher self come through, we sometimes it feels like we're not really speaking ourselves, but it's rather spoken through us. And this can happen in various situations. For example, if you're in a very stressful situation and there's a need to speak your truth and something just runs through you, it automatically happens. That's a really good sign. That's a really good indicator that how connected you are to yourself and to your higher self, okay, and to higher guidance also, I want to say. So this seemed to be important for you to hear. Now let's have a look And this could be very well applicable throughout 2024. You might even be practicing it or seeing it more and more often happening. Something's being spoken through you is what I feel here. This could very specifically apply where I'm all of a sudden getting, and this could be really specific, but it's coming through, so I'm going to say it, where an entity, hopefully love and light, is speaking through you. So in terms of channeling, using you as a channel, as their means of bringing their message across. There is a huge message there, okay? This seems to be quite big, especially in 2024. Maybe it's not so specific. We'll have a look at the overall energy, but that feels really strong and important. Okay, overall energies for Taurus, please. This one, no. And then we'll see what else wants to unfold here. We'll just roll with it, I guess. Maybe 2020, this one, yes. Maybe your 2024 is unfolding just like that, to where you're deciding to just roll with it and just be like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give this a try. This may be something new for you here that you're stepping into, my dear Taurus. Your overall energy is, matter of fact, yourself, and it's your higher self, which is so funny. So the overall topic of 2024 for you is the connection to your higher self, which is precisely what we just mentioned. And I feel my crown being extremely open, like a stream of light that big, which is really big. That's when you're really, really open, like when that channel is super open. And some of you may be feeling it in terms of headaches. Please, if you do have this ability, or if you do step into those abilities, make sure you're really, really, really grounded. Make sure that you're really, really clear so the energy can run through and out of you too. With that amount of light, you do not want to, create a blockage, because it's a lot of light. This is not just, I'm not talking to a beginner here. If you're just stepping into this, this may not necessarily be your reading. And there's others there. Just go along with the playlist, or just simply watch another reader, whatever resonates more with you. That's the one for you, I reckon. But you could be massively stepping into this year, but I don't think it's your first run. If this is the first time you're tapping yourself into such abilities in this lifetime, then you have done it before, surely. There's no way you have an open channel like this without ever having done it before, because this can also be detrimental to your body, right? If you don't know what you're doing or learning it quickly. This is some real stuff. Some real powerful stuff here, Taurus, which is fantastic. Yeah, so overall energy is keep walking your spiritual path. I want to say your path to oneness, your path to connectedness with all. All of a sudden, the mushroom kingdom, mycelia, is coming into play, and like grasping more and more of what this life is really about, Taurus, and about what the players of this life are really all about, in terms of this is a stage, this is a play, everyone is taking part in it, and there's a bunch of humor in this too, because when you realize this and when you can implement it more and more, then life becomes a lot more easy and like way more different than from how you used to experience it, which is quite incredible. Some of you are starting to do yoga or to help with the energy flow. At first, it may start off as something that feels good or feels nice, but it is something that actually helps you with the energy flow here. Okay, awesome. Some of you already have stepped into that, and you'll see the benefits more and more of this. Let me just have a sip of my coffee. It feels so good. My hands are so cold. So good. And the little things, the little things is really, that can bring us so much joy, just like this. And the way the cup is shaped and everything is really great. So the little things. What are the blessings for 2024 for Taurus? This one, no. This one, yes. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Some of you are really stepping into your spiritual work, into your mission and purpose, which is interesting because we're going to have a deeper dive and deeper look over on Patreon in your extended when it comes to, career, mission, purpose, but it's already popping up here. So this is significant. because you have the Eight of Pentacles in your blessing. So something's really taking off here, or is about to take off. You're really learning your craft. There's a lot more knowledge and wisdom that comes in here. And it's not just from you. This is so interesting because it really ties into your message that we heard at the beginning of your reading, where an entity is trying to bring you some wisdom or trying to channel through you, bring a message to the wider collective, possibly through you. And I see like a lot more new things that are popping up here that are becoming possible. It's much like a leveling up in a video game. It's just like, ding, you did it. And then it's just like new abilities unlocked. That's what that is. New things, new pathways are all of a sudden there that weren't there before for you. So tremendous, tremendous blessing. I highly recommend you stay grounded through all of this. So do your grounding exercises, do your grounding work. Taurus, obviously your earth, so you might have that down a lot more easy than other signs. So yeah, stay with that groundedness, as it's really going to help enhance those abilities, because you're really literally bringing them down to earth again. So we're also again talking about past lifetimes, but also with that specific entity, I want to say, they're becoming somewhat of a teacher to you too, and to your life, because they're telling you things that you did not know before. This is very interesting. My gosh, this sounds so interesting. Your year 2024, Taurus, and coming, I want to say. But again, we have strong channels of energy. Do you see this? It's coming from different sources, and there's a lot that is hitting you in 2024. But again, this is a tremendous blessing. Just remember to stay grounded. That, in connection with the Hierophant, you're going to form a tremendously strong bond, either with that guide or with your higher self, or with both. But there's an increase with your divine connection, a huge increase to your divine connection. Let's have a look at the lessons here, Taurus, for you. What are your lessons in 2024? And it's really good to know those too, because then you know how to take them and how to work with them, because it's for you, for your highest good. All of those are a no. This one, yes. Interesting, just the top card. Wow, Five of Wands. Five of Wands in your lessons. That could be actually the wider collective, and maybe the wider collective not being entirely ready for what you have to reveal here, through you as a channel, through you as a medium, whatever you want to call it. I guess medium is not really the right expression for this, but for you as a channel, as a conduit of sorts. And because the world is still operating on such different terms, is literally like, if you want to do it in dimension, you know, the 3D to 8D or something is very different. And this is part of, because you're turned away. What I'm noticing here is, this is actually like this. So you're turned away from all of this, and they're not necessarily noticing you either. So it's almost like an invisibility of sorts. You're probably really aware of them if you wanted to, but I feel like you have turned your back to them. I feel at some stage it could become important that you actually turn towards them, the wider collective, and even those that didn't understand quite yet, just for mere vibrational purposes. And that doesn't have to be like in the physical realm, because you can do quite a bit of energy work without actually having to be there, which is interesting, which may become one of your tasks. Again, purpose mission is strong here for you in 2024. And again, the voice is like powerful. There is some rumble to it, which is also a great thing, but that will enhance throughout 2024 as well. Like your voice, your ability to speak, your ability to be heard, because of that rumble, because it has power to it, it has potency to it. And again, that guide is showing up to really show you how to use those tools, to really work with those tools that you were given to influence, to have a powerful influence here, in the physical realm as well, but through energetics, I feel like. And And that topic of invisibility is coming up. It's funny because sometimes you cannot even perceive, and I see the snake here highlighted too. So a huge transformative process, you know, shedding your old skin, stepping into something new, something that may even be uncomfortable for a little while, which is fine. Anything that comes into our life that's new or unknown can potentially cause some discomfort, right? But that's only temporary. After, you'll be glad, you know, you learned so much about a certain topic, and because the knowledge is going to come to you fast, I feel like it's going to be there, and it's a remembrance of sorts, and it's at your willpower, I want to say, which one to use. It's like, because if you have all these tools, because they're provided to you, and you're becoming aware of them again, this is how and when you're using them, you can decide how and when to use those. So it's like, again, topic of invisibility. I feel like I can't finish that sentence. So sometimes we can't be seen, or we can't see others, either because it's, you know, divine protection, or because the vibrations just don't match at all. They're so far apart that it's impossible to view something else. And I'm really reminded of New Earth and of the prophecy of where the timelines, you know, split and go apart, like the rainbow prophecy. That's what this really reminds me of. But for some reason, because I feel you may be one that pulls the other timeline closer again, so that jumping from one timeline to the other is possible again, that, and oh my god, so that some of those are saved still. This is so out there, I know. Some of those that are on the lower timelines are saved still, can still make the jump to the other timeline, I want to say. And with that, Atlantis comes very strongly into view, with that power, you know, because a lot of people, and manifesting comes up here, a lot of people learned how to manifest, but it's out of egotistical reasons. That's what I'm given here. And it's not like for the highest good of all, it's for the highest good of me. So this is a huge difference in terms of vibrational match or not dismatch, or whatever you want to call that, right? For some reason, I'm getting you do have the ability, which makes me know that, which lets me know that you're really, really powerful, because to, and that's with your guide too, that teamwork here, that working with them together makes you really, really powerful. So be mindful how you use that power, I want to say, okay? Because I feel like you could potentially attract those timelines, put them back together, or make so that some could make the jump versus them becoming completely apart. And they might still be becoming completely apart, but you may still be able to help a couple of people jump onto that timeline so that they finally see what's really going on and acting accordingly, and being like, oh my god, I've been so blind, I didn't see, I was acting selfish, now I see, for the highest good of all. And this is where the mycelia come in again. This is where that oneness factor comes in. We're all one, and you're wanting to save those people, and wanting to be like, hey, have a look. There's something much bigger going on than you, than me. It's like a oneness type of thing. So some of them you will actually attract, and they'll wake up through your presence, if that makes any sense. Okay, this is big in 2024. This is a huge task. But it might not feel like that in the moment because it comes so naturally to you. Still make sure, you know, you're grounding and cleansing and all of that. That's going to be important, okay? And then you might just let that go, and whoever wanted to jump at a certain point is still jumping. And then after that, it goes apart massively. But there's this point, again, yeah, well, I already said it, I already described it. They're just keep bringing it up like that, so we understand that you have the power to magnetically somehow pull that closer, and then it goes further apart again. That's interesting. Your 2024 looks amazing. Like, that's really cool. And the lesson here, what's the exact lesson here? They're saying what we already talked about. To turn around and have a look. I'm not sure if it's compassion here. It's not compassion. They're saying it's not compassion. Whatever comes up here with that topic of the other timeline of the people that are not awakened yet, that's a lesson around that. So anything that may potentially be triggering you when it comes to that, that is lesson, okay? For some reason, I feel like, yes, it can be looked at, but it doesn't seem to be so important because the task itself is so much more important, and the learning that happens through the task, that is, you know, organically happening. You're learning through the task. That's the lesson or learning through that, okay? Yeah. What else for them, please? This one, yeah, okay. What else for Taurus? So we're going to use the healing waters, which is really cool. Maybe you're really drawn, you know, Atlantis, dolphins, whales, sea creatures. You could be really pulled or feeling a pull towards the ocean or towards any body of water. Or you may even live close to one because, okay, now bringing up that topic again, because you do have influence over the water as well. And it's funny that as soon as I say water, I'm pointing at a crystal, because you, and again, I would like to point out to please be mindful of your power, of the great influence that you have here. You can charge crystals, is what they're saying, and put them in the water or put them in different places in order to change the energy of a place. And with water, it's specifically important because it's everywhere. And so that has a huge effect because it travels as well. It goes up in the air, then it goes other places. So there's a huge effect to be had with the topic of water, with the topic of crystals, with the topic of your channeling ability into the crystals and the healing abilities thereof, okay? For the wider collective, it's big. This isn't like a small thing. This is a really big thing. Wow, dude. That's crazy. Okay, let's see what else we have for you before we then take it over to Patreon. This one, no. What do we have for Taurus additionally for their 2024? This one, no. This one, yes. On call. No, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so cool. Okay, this is complete confirmation for what we already heard. It's on call. This is French, I'm assuming. So healer, seer, priestess, priest, soul purpose. This is incredible. So this is what this is. This is your really, you know, what was ingrained in your DNA before coming here. You're fully stepping into it in 2024. Like I said, this isn't like a small thing. This is a really big thing. So congratulations for the achievements, because you don't just go like that's not achieved in one lifetime. That's achieved in hundreds of lifetimes of practice. And you're fully stepping into it, or starting to step into it fully in 2024. This is incredible and coming, okay? This is some real power that you have here, Taurus. Again, the warning or the thing to use it mindfully, to use it for the highest good of everyone. Because I do get that Atlantean thing of do not misuse the power. You're seeing this in the wider collective anyways. Do not be distraught by it. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your path. This is so beautiful. And again, water. I feel like she's surrounded by water, obviously because it's the healing waters, but there's definitely something that you're powerful in the water and how it enhances with the crystals too, like what's already talked about. This is incredible. I can't wait to see, you know, what wants to come out when it comes to your soul purpose, mission, career. I don't think this is career anymore. I don't think we can term this like that. It's really soul purpose, it's mission. And I can't wait to see what's unfolding here, because what I can see is it's like a water bubble that goes from here to, that becomes really, really big. Almost like all consuming, I want to say. That's really interesting, but we'll look into this over on Patreon. Let me now read this card to you, and we're also going to have obviously a look at love, relationships with yourself, with others, in the wider sense throughout 2024, because this seems to be important also, but not as important as the purpose mission that wants to unfold here, because this is big. Like, you're seriously needed on this earth. It's good that you're here, Taurus. And this is massive. Like, wow. Really, really cool. On call. 82. You may even just be born in 82, or maybe an 80s baby or something. No, I forgot 82. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, healer, seer, priest, priestess, soul purpose. The folklore of many different places, including Iceland, France, Holland, Albania, England, and Germany, has tales about a rare event called an on-call or unveiled or veiled birth. Oh my God, this is incredible. This occurs when the mother goes into labor, but her water fails to break, and the baby appears in this world still inside the amniotic sac in which it gestated. I never knew that was possible. That is interesting. According to tradition, children born on call have I don't know, have second sight and gifts of healing. Oh my God. In Scotland, they were seen as good omens, and fishermen sought out birth call, the amniotic sac, as an amulet to protect them from drowning. In ancient Egypt, they were believed to be the future priests, priestesses, and priestesses of the community. This is the card of the healer, the seer, the wisdom keeper, and the mystic. It is so fitting, so fitting. This is such a confirmation of the community. This is, sorry, we had that. Perhaps you're already on this path, or perhaps it's something new for you. The healer, the shaman, the medicine person knows that it's through facing their own shadow and taking their own deep healing journey that they can return to guide others in their healing. The healer is, like all of us, in their own spiral of transformation and healing. Healed isn't a stagnant state. Yes, unfortunately, it isn't. The healer knows they're not meant to be perfect and whole all the time. Instead, it's because they've journeyed to the deepest and darkest, uncharted, oceanic caves and returned with an open heart and mind that they're able to hold space for another precisely 100%. This card is an acknowledgement of your role in the world and the deep work you've been doing on your own healing journey. And your soul inquiry here, Taurus, is how can you answer the call of your soul in the fullest expression today? Like, this is really big and amazing, I want to say, and really helpful for the collective. Super helpful. You may be seeing things that others do not see because they're just showing me now. It's very interesting. And that's okay, right? I'm assuming you're used to it in a way, being a bit different than the rest of the stream, I want to say. So, yeah, really cool stuff. I really am super excited to take it over to Patreon because, like I told you, there was already the bubble showing up in your soul purpose and mission, and that's what I'm going to call it for your reading specifically, because this is why you came here precisely. So let's have a look into that. Patreon, $11.11 a month. All the readings that have been done already are included, plus the Rauhnächte of last year are included, which is a really nice workshop to clear out your 2023 and start fresh into 2024. Also with some good intention setting. Super helpful. I highly recommend it. That is included in anything that will be added throughout this month. So it's a lot of value that you're getting for a very little price, I feel like. But it's completely up to you. Like, you choose, obviously, if you would like to join and be part of the Patreon community or not. I appreciate you either way, obviously. Yeah. I hope you're well. If you want to be in the draw, by the way, just put it down below that you would like to be in the draw, okay? I'll either see you over on Patreon or next time, and I really hope this reading was helpful and or insightful to you so far. I hope you have the most amazing 2024. Let us know in the comments if you want to come back throughout the year and listen to this again, if this is still resonating with you, okay? Sending you so much love, light, and shadow, and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye. Bye-bye.